what is life sharing, and how technology can increase independence. Code of conduct. Vision for Equality and the PA Family Network welcomes all families and people with disabilities. However, Vision for Equality does not tolerate name calling, harassment, of presenters and fellow participants, or the use of foul language at our virtual and in-person events. Discussions should always be respectful, non-threatening, and participants should refrain from defaming organizations, providers, or any person. Following this code of conduct, participant guidelines will ensure your continued future participation and keep a positive environment. We reserve the right to delete comments, questions, and or ban any participant in violation of the code of conduct or guidelines. It's just some housekeeping rules.
Thank you, Gabe. Our purpose is to explore different topics through the lens of Life Course framework and tools. Please keep comments and questions on topic. We will not be covering systems or interpreting policy. Questions and comments should be entered into the chat received by the host and co-host. We will do our best to answer the on-topic questions as time allows. As I mentioned, once we pause our recording, we will give the opportunity to ask more questions. If you are on your phone, please use the Zune app to access all features. And as I mentioned, we'll be staying on for a few minutes after the recording has ended to allow the chance to read the chat and look at questions that we're able to answer this evening and be following up with those questions that we are unable to answer.
A program of Vision for Equality. Funded by the Office of Developmental Programs, family members across the Commonwealth, life course ambassadors, and diverse life experience. Carrie, is there anything you want to add?
Yes, give me just a moment. A message came to chat that my video is off. PA Family Network is a program of Vision for Equality, an organization started by two moms with daughters who utilize the system. Vision is an advocacy organization and promotes empowerment of families and individuals living with disabilities. Our program is funded by Office of Developmental Program, but the more important than that is that the material is vetted by Office of Developmental Programs. We are also able to ensure that the information we are providing is timely and accurate. Our family advisors are spread across Pennsylvania. We are diverse in regards to age, diagnosis, life stage, and relationship to the loved one with a disability. We are fortunate to have family members that are bilingual, as well as siblings, as well as self-advocates that are speaking for themselves. Our other advisors have loved ones who have just entered kindergarten. Some have children with disabilities that are adults. It's a great opportunity to connect across the state. All of our advisors are ambassadors of Charting the Life Course. Or in the process of becoming ambassadors. This is important because ambassadors have an enhanced skill set to use charting the life course framework and methods, and we are not afraid to think outside of the box to find solutions to problems. Our family advisors' life experience will lead to better connections than the geographic locations. Our advisors have experience that range from medically complex to transition age, looking for employment.
Workshops for families, technical assistance, mentoring families and their loved ones, team mentoring, system navigation, developing, identifying supports and services. Carrie, is there anything you want to add?
Some of the workshops that we have for families is using the life course framework to plan and problem solve, safety in the community. We offer ODP basic waivers that's supporting families and their everyday lives, and then advanced waivers where we go a little bit more technical. Lead the way to healthy relationships and preventing abuse. Peace of mind planning, and this is preparation for future and succession planning and transition through the lifespan. Our technical assistance to the Office of Developmental Programs is that we attend meetings and provide input and also have an opportunity to bring the family voice to the table. Our mentoring can happen one on one or in small groups. This is an opportunity to meet a family where they are and to address the individual concerns and needs of that family. There's no right or wrong way to use the tools. It's about being able to share our vision for our future, for our family, and for our loved ones to help bring everyone onto the same page so that they can see what the goals are that we're discussing and what the vision is for our everyday good life. So, our why at PA Family Network is for individuals with intellectual and developmental disabilities. The role of family is unique and often central in support and care provided across the lifespan. Family members play key roles in identifying and securing opportunities for their family members to participate in meaningful ways within their community, ensuring access to self determined lives. This comes from the Wing Spread Conference that was held in March of 2011 and sponsored by the Johnson Foundation and the Administration on Developmental Disabilities, with the intent to build a national agenda for supporting families with a member with intellectual and developmental disabilities. The National Community of Practice for Supporting Families grew out of this initiative. Pennsylvania joined Supporting Families Community of Practice in 2016.
Future planning and community living options, life sharing.
So, future planning is so important, yet it can be overwhelming that living arrangements are often one of the last things we start to focus on. The pandemic truly has shifted our focus and showed us how important it is to plan for the unexpected. This planning brings new possibilities with the opportunity to enhance our life or that of our loved one. Through planning, we ensure an everyday life rich in the community, maintaining connections with families and friends. I've spent many hours and plenty of sleepless nights thinking about my boys' individual education program and considering what they need to reach their highest level of independence. That vision of independence is living outside our family home. This is just one of the many options that are available in community living.
Future planning and community living options, immediate care facility, ICF, community living agreement arrangement, CLA, life sharing, supported living, living in own home, apartment, living with family.
As Gabe listed, there are many types of community living options. Today, we're going to be talking about life sharing. You can hear more about the supportive living in our upcoming webinars. We're also working on podcast reels and more. Tonight, as I mentioned, we'll be starting with the basics of life sharing and hear more from Gabe about what it's like to be part of a host family.
Future planning and community living options.
So, each of us, please take a moment and think about our own journey into independent living. Somewhere along the line, you are ready to move out on your own, possibly. For many of us, it's really an exciting goal and a step into that adulthood. Maybe it was a college dorm, an apartment with friends. Maybe you waited until marriage to move out. And some of us have continued to live in multi generational homes. Gabe, would you like to share your story?
Sure. I live in a multi-generation home. Me and my significant other, we been wanting to get our own place, but actually it wasn't best suited for us right now. So what we did was we decided to live in my parents' basement, but it gives us the same exact thing as our own living quarters, bathroom, laundry, and our own living room, our own bedroom. The only thing we just don't have is a kitchen, but we do pay the bills. and it gives us somewhat of our own independence. We work on paying our car. We're almost paying off our car, and we're both working on goals, on budgeting and stuff.
Thank you for sharing, Gabe. For me, I moved out slowly. I lived with a family that I was nannying for before I began living on my own. So I had an opportunity to gain some independence through being able to live with another family while I was taking care of their children. As you can see, we all have a different style or different way of living, and it's right for us. Some of us explored before we found the right fit, and others are still looking for the right place to live. Here we're going to be looking again about life sharing as an option to explore.
Life sharing. What is life sharing? Life sharing is a service available in PA. It is for a child or an adult with intellectual disability and or autism sharing a home with another family called a host family, being a part of the same household and community, developing safe and caring relationships.
So, life sharing is one of the services available to children and adults with disabilities in Pennsylvania through waiver funding. With life sharing, an individual is matched with a family or individual. The participant becomes part of a household and the community the household is part of. Life sharing is about cultivating safe and caring relationships.
Host families. Host families are people who want to share their daily lives and community with another person, have the time, space, and interest and ability to life share, are vetted, completed trainings, and get background checks, must follow the state health and safety requirements from the county and provider regulations, get supports and training. Individuals get their own room, are part of an everyday lives of a family, become a part of the community they are living in, have chosen their host family, may be part of their birth families, live with lives when possible, are provided the support and services from their ISD.
The biggest takeaway here is that the individual truly gets an opportunity to choose what is best for them, what is the best fit for them, what keeps them health and safe, and what is part of their vision for an everyday good life. Their voice is heard.
Birth families. Birth families may continue to be a part of their family members' lives when possible, are provided the support and services from their ISP. Uh, Carrie, you want to take over for a little bit?
Sure. The process. The host family can be a relative, friend, or community member you have met or yet to meet. Agencies have a pool of life sharing host families who are ready and able. You will be matched with a host family. You and your host family may meet several times to make sure it's the right fit. So,
Poss-
oh, go ahead, Gabe.
Sorry. Possibilities for the person. New experiences, develop new skills, discover new hobbies, expand your family, make new friends, more independence.
So, one of the things that they found was that many parents instinctively do for our children. Sometimes it takes our children living apart from us for that independence to truly come to full circle.
Possibilities for the family. security for the family, safe and happy when you are no longer here, time to adjust, to live apart, extend family and support circle, maturing independence and interdependence.
So the best time to really do a trial and error is while we're still here to see what possibilities do fit our individual, what works for them, and what doesn't, to be able to problem solve and to celebrate when things are going right and knowing that we found the right fit for our loved one. Gabe, would you like to take a moment and tell us what it's really like to be a host family?
Sure. My family has been doing life sharing for the past 3 years. Our guy is great, uh, but it took some adapting at first. He is good with friends. He's good friends with my big brother, who has multiple disabilities. We go to concerts. We go to hockey games. We go to we watch NASCAR on TV together. We just to be a family. And he does use some technology, which I'll be talking about later in today's presentation.
Thank you, Gabe.
Yep, no problem.
So we're going to talk a little bit more about how to access and get a little bit more into some of the definitions and some of the explanations. So life sharing funding, when an individual needs can be met and the services is authorized in your individualized service plan. It's available in the Consolidated Medicaid Waiver, Community Living Waiver, limited to needs level 3. So life sharing services must be delivered in Pennsylvania. During temporary travel, however, this service may be provided in other locations as per the Office of Developmental Programs travel policy. No more than 4 people unrelated to the host family can reside in a private home where life sharing services are provided. No more than 2 people may receive life sharing services in a private home. So life sharing services are provider managed services. This can take place in a private home of a host family. The host family can be the participant's relatives, legal guardian, or it can be the private home of a family not related to the participant. Private home of the participant is where the family that is not related moves into the home of the participant as their primary residence. A private home is a home that is owned, rented, or leased by the participant or the host family. If a home is owned, rented, or leased by the provider, it is not a private home, even if the provider is leasing it back to the participant or the participant's relatives. A host family is one or more persons with whom the participant lives in a private home. The host family is responsible for and actively involved in providing care and support to the participant in accordance with the service plan. We're going to cover a little bit about licensed and unlicensed. Relatives may provide life sharing services in accordance with PA code, a host home that is owned, rented, or leased by a parent, child, step-parent, stepchild, grandparent, grandchild, brother, sister, half-brother, half-sister, aunt, uncle, niece, or nephew, does not need to be licensed. Relatives whose relationships to the participant are not specified in this list may be required licensure based on the amount of care the participant requires as specified in PA code. Life sharing services. This is truly caring for another person's well being and helping them make the best decisions possible that are in line with living the individual's everyday good life and living the way they choose to live. So, providing that assistance and support in making decisions, health and maintenance, going to the gym, watching nutrition, doctor's appointments and follow ups, helping with the decision making process, managing the resources financially if need be, ensuring communication and fostering communication with the people that they choose to continue to have in their life, providing transportation, relationship development and socialization, and giving those opportunities to become part of that community. So, supports are based on the supports intensity scale known as the SIS. They may be provided up to 24 hours a day. When provided in the community, they must be integrated, uses person centered practices, and is based on the participants' choices and their chosen outcomes. How to figure out if life sharing is right. Questions that will guide life sharing options. Does the person want to share life with a host family in a host's home or in their own home? Can the person's needs best be met through the flexibility and agency support available in life sharing? If the person has behavior or nursing needs, can the life sharing provider meet those needs? So, really, the next steps, if you'd like to pursue life sharing, is to connect with your sports coordinator. Discuss adding this to your individualized support plan. These rights must be provided to all people living in residential settings, including group homes and life sharing homes. To re- Individuals never need to sacrifice their rights in exchange for services. To receive scheduled and unscheduled visitors and to communicate and meet privately with individuals of his or her choice at any time. To send and receive mail and other forms of communication unopened and unread by others. To have unrestricted and private access to telecommunications. To manage and access his or her own finances. To choose any individual with whom they will be sharing a bedroom. To furnish and decorate his or her bedroom and the common areas of their home. To lock his or her own bedroom door. To have a key to the entrance door of the home. To decide what to eat, when to eat, and have access to food at any time. To make informed healthcare decisions. Rights may only be modified by the individual support plan team when they are justified for health and safety needs and other strategies have been exhausted before modifying the rights of an individual. Life sharing provides an opportunity for people with disabilities to be supported within another family, home, and to become part of a new community. Through life sharing, an individual may gain relationship skills and a new sense of independence, as well as security, safety, and healthy living. It could be a great option for you or your family. Always know that all services are individualized decisions. To decide if life sharing or another option might be right for you, first, we decide what you want and how you are best able to achieve it. You should have received a PDF when you registered for this. This are the resources that are also located in that PDF. If you need that, please stick your email in chat to myself.
How can technology increase independence? Agenda: electronic door locks, voice assistants, wearable technologies. Electronic locks, pin pad, fingerprint, and facial recognition. We'll discuss about each one in the next three slides. Pin pad. A pin pad is a lock that requires four or six-digit key to enter into the home. No key needed. So let's just say if the individual is good with numbers, but they cannot hold the key on for them, like they have trouble losing their key. A keypad lock is also a great tool to use. A fingerprint lock. Fingerprint lock is basically it's a type of door lock provided at the entry of a fingerprint or a keypad. someone has a hard time remembering numbers, this is a great solution. So if they have so if they have trouble with numbers, trouble remembering their code, they can use a thumb pin and open the door. Now, face recognition door locks. If someone who cannot open a door lock can't open a door or use keys, this type of lock is great for them. This type of door lock provides an entry scanning the individual face, and if you have someone with that has dexterity issues, this would be great a solution. Summary: these are the options of door locks available for the person with a disability that have trouble unlocking the traditional door. These type of locks are rated in the lock industry just as secure as a traditional key lock. Voice assistance technology: Amazon Echo, Google Assistant, and mobile device. Amazon Echo device. Amazon Echo voice is used countless things like an alarm, important reminders, walkie-talkie. Instead of shouting someone up the steps to get their attention, you can say Alexa, say tell this person's name, wherever the person's name is, tell them that it's time for dinner or 5 minutes until dinner. There's hundreds of uses for this type of technology, and this is a wonderful project. And it's also great for if they want music. Google Assistant. Google Assistant is used countless times, just like the Alexa Echo, as a alarm, important reminders, a walkie-talkie. Instead of shouting, the same thing, like instead of shouting up the steps to get their attention, you can just send an alarm right to them. This is also a wonderful product. Mobile device, a wide range. I'm sure everybody has an iPhone, uh, Android, Samsung phone. Also, you ever heard of the iPad? You can set up links to that iPad saying, like, if they need access, like saying that it's almost time for dinner, send them a reminder message. These are types of audio assistance technology are available for persons with a disability. If this person has trouble with anxiety, connecting with their environment, these tools can effectively communicate their needs and wants in their daily life. Wearable technology, watches, and tons of other wearable technology, such as smart glasses. Smart glasses are GPS-like type, Bluetooth key holder. It sends alarm like of a Bluetooth key, so that way you can find where your keys are. Or an iWatch, like the iWatch. The first thing you probably think is the Apple iWatch. This is a wearable technology, lots of applications. You can monitor your heartbeat and remind you of important appointments, also your sleep schedule, music, also your blood pressure. It also counts how many steps you're doing, and other wearable technology shown on the screen. And Carrie, you want to finish up?